Oil theft is an organized crime with the government as the key player. Asari Dokubo reveals. This is our discussion for today. My name is ADS. Now watch this video.
There are three groups of people involved in oil theft. There are those who are working for the oil multinationals and the Nigerian oil conglomerate Nnpc. Now, if we say Nigeria produces 1.8 million barrels a day, is Nigeria actually producing 1.8 million barrels? Or is the oil pumped over and above that figure and part of this money is not remitted, or the government have no knowledge or does not come into the government purse? That is the true position that there are underhand tactics that are going on. We all know these things. Then there are those big people who are either in the military and so on, who bring this big vessel and go straight to the various wellheads and load directly. We know these things are true, we know them. They come with this vessel, they load and they leave. And these vessels are not tiny boats. They are bigger than 10-5 buildings, these tankers. So the security cannot pretend that they do not see these vessels. They come and load and they leave. And then there are the locals who are paid by people to set up artisan depots, they call refineries. And they produce finished products. And tankers come from all over Nigeria and beyond to collect under the nose of the security. These tankers are not small, tiny Volkswagen vehicles. They are very long tankers. And they come and they load. We cannot pretend that these things do not happen.
That was Asari Dokubo, a renowned political activist of the Ijaw ethnic group in the Niger Delta region of the country, exposing those that are behind oil theft in the country. According to Asari Dokubo, those involved in oil theft are the oil multinationals, the Nigerian oil conglomerate Nnpc, some bigwigs in the military, and then the corridors of power, then the locals who set up illegal refineries and produce finished products for sale. This seems to be an organized crime because of all of this happening under the nose of the security agencies. The vessels or ships that carry this stolen crude or the finished products are massive. They are big enough not to escape the attention of the security agencies. Not too long ago, the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation, Nnpc, awarded the contract of oil pipeline surveillance to government or Waizide of Mpolo, popularly referred to as Tompolo, who is a former Nigerian militant commander of the movement for the emancipation of the Niger Delta and the chief priest of the Ebesu deity, which is the Niger Deltan god of war. His appointment generated a lot of noise. Some people questioned the basis for such appointments, while others believe it is the right thing to do, using locals to secure the oil pipelines. This contract is worth 48 billion naira annually. That amounts to 4 billion naira monthly, just to secure oil pipelines. According to the Nnpc boss, Mele Kyari, the contract has yielded positive results already. Hear Mele Kyari speak on this. Watch.
So, Chairman, I've shared a quick, before we got here, I asked them to give me an update of all the outcome of the security interventions. You have 2 sheets of paper that were just brought when I got here, and I would like you to refer to them, Chairman. And it also addresses the scale of the trouble that we have around our assets. Mr. Chairman, we have deactivated 395 illegal refineries, and I will show you what this means in the pictures that you'll see subsequently. We have taken down 273 wooden boats. We have destroyed 374 reservoirs. I will show you what those reservoirs mean. 370. It's enormous, Mr. Chairman. We have destroyed 1,561 metal tanks, Mr. Chairman. And we have seized over 49 trucks and burned them down, raised them down, because there's no point taking them anywhere. These are dugout pits, 898 dugout pits so far. And I'll show you what is some of the pictures so that I can demonstrate what they really mean. And I know Chairman Upstream and some of the Upstream committee members who have seen it, they really have seen what this really means. And there are ovens where this cooking takes place, 1,219 ovens taken down, Mr. Chairman. The implication of this, Mr. Chairman, is that you have a disaster zone. There's no better way of describing it, sir. Both in terms of stoppage of production to environmental issues. And this is worse disaster than what you hear around the Ogoniland in terms of scale. And this is what we are dealing with. Today, we are not really dealing with whether or not there's the devastation of the environment, just to stop it first, before we even face the consequences, but there will be consequences.
This is not funny. So these are the various channels through which our common wealth has been stolen for God knows how long. Now, there's an illegal pipeline that was also busted, running 4 kilometers down to the sea with a loading port. This pipeline has been in operation for 9 years. Watch the Nnpc boss explain it better. Watch.
Just 3 days ago, Mr. Chairman, we found a connection by the help of these private contractors that were put in place, running 4 kilometers from our major Trunk-Focados line into the sea, 4 kilometers into the sea. And with a loading port that has probably operated in the last 9 years, Mr. Chairman. Yes, Mr. Chairman. And if this is just one, I do not know how many more are there, Mr. Chairman.
How can a government claim not to know about this? A pipeline running 4 kilometers to the sea and with a loading port can't be constructed by a poor or average Nigerian. The ships that come to load these stolen goods are not small in size. Like Asari Dokubo said, they are bigger than 5 to 10 buildings put together. How then do they escape the attention of the security agencies? How can Nnpc claim not to know about this for 9 good years? And this is just one discovery. Imagine how many of such illegal pipelines yet to be discovered. Then again, Nnpc has revealed the biggest accomplices in the business of oil theft. Who are these people? Let's find out. Watch.
But you cannot sell crude oil in the international market without involving banks. It's not possible. So we have taken this struggle to the international platform, and we have asked that the United Nations declares purchase of stolen crude oil as blood diamond. And that works in some jurisdiction. And also, because sometimes when people take stolen crude oil to markets, they have no way of validation. We have also created a portal where any legitimate transaction in Nigerian crude oil can be validated. So for anyone who doesn't do, is deliberately either avoiding that process or is part of the problem. And that's why we have also appealed to the international banking platforms to engage us and to help us so that we can, because these transactions have identification. You cannot pay for 1 million barrels of oil except through a bank. The bank will ask for the necessary documentation, which includes origination documents. And those origination documents can be validated in the platform that we have created.
The banks aid and abet this crime. Monies paid for these shady transactions are too big to be paid in banks. They are paid through the banks. The banks who are supposed to ask for the necessary documentation regarding these kinds of transactions bypass the needed checks and secure the deals. This is an organized crime involving a whole lot of people. This cannot continue. We must put a stop to it, and to do that, please, get your PVC ready. We need to sanitize the political space come 2023. Is Operation Take Out Corruption from the Presidential Villa and the corridors of power. Make sure you vote come next election, and I'll see you again. Follow us on all our social media channels showing on your screen right now. Until I see you again, my name is ADS. Signing out.